Okay, so in the first round I did 10,000 US soldiers against Starship bugs from Starship Troopers, 30,000 of them. You can see that in the previous video. Then I tried to do my first recording and it didn't sort of work, and the match also, the US soldiers were then too low, so I tried to balance it out a bit. 2,500 US soldiers against 30,000 Starship bugs. Hopefully the sound is sorted now. You should just get my voice and we'll see how it goes. There's flashing lights, as you can see, so be warned about that one. And we'll see if the US soldiers can now take them out, or will it be more of an evens battle. The Starship bugs will try and surround them if they can. They are now reaching the front lines of the US soldiers. Can they prevail, and which side will? I do like the pause function on this, as you may have seen in other videos. Not pause, to press the P button for slow motion. I just do it usually briefly, or to get in a certain shot close up, and then I go round. This is also an improvement on the original UEBS, which I actually got for free at the time from the daily giveaway. And then of course I can zoom in. You sometimes see me zoom in like this to get quickly, say, to the other side, or if there's a bigger action going on somewhere else. So the Starship bugs are piling up at the front line, but they're also making it and beginning to surround the US soldiers, as we can see here. The US soldiers are forming an oval shape, and as you can see, the Starship bugs are now coming all the way round to entrap them on both sides, to encircle them completely. The US soldiers are still holding their own, only losing a few so far, and the Starship bugs have lost nearly 30% of their strength, but there's still a way to go. Now, because this is the first recording as well, I'm keeping it in real time. This would be a bit trickier if I was to speed it up, which I usually do in editing after the fact. Of course, there's no sound, my voiceover on that one, because this is the first time. The reason I do that is because some of those matches take so long, and speeding up 50%, 60% on top just makes it go that little bit faster. That's one reason why I don't do really big, or if I do the really big numbers, then I speed it up. And that's done post editing, not actual recording as I'm doing now, so it's in real time. Hence the smaller numbers. But as we can see, they are surrounded almost completely, with one small gap for them to escape if they try to. If they actually tried to, these bugs would actually try and cut them off, as they are doing now. They have literally practically almost completely surrounded them without that gap. See, they're almost coming from all the way around, as we can see, but they're just piling in. And the bugs are nearly down 2/3 of their numbers. But because of those numbers of the US soldiers, they are holding their own. They're not losing enough at a rate faster than the Starship bugs, as we can see. So the bugs are getting slaughtered. Of course, there's Starship Troopers, which is a good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. I believe made in 1997. It's got a good storyline as well. Those bugs were facing Starship Troopers of the future with more modern weapons, of course. here it's just your soldiers with shotguns. So they're short range, but they're deadly in that short range. And as we can see, the bugs are really losing their numbers big time now. At the back, they can't fully surround them, they're losing numbers. And the US soldiers are just holding on with their numbers. So if you like, if this was like the 300 Spartans, with them when they were surrounded, they didn't have a chance. But in this sort of defensive formation, and with the bugs piling up, really piling up to making it look like these US soldiers are in a depression or even a crater, the US soldiers are hung and they're literally not losing anyone now, or very, very slowly. And the bugs are losing en masse. We'll just have a quick look how they're trying to attack over this craterish area to try and literally jump into and take out the US soldiers. It's almost colourful, this pattern of flashing here, pinks and greens and yellows. But they're down to their last 1,000, more or less. Looks like this side is clear and it's only this side with the bugs fighting now, trying a last ditch attack, and all the US firepower is aimed at this area, which means they're not going to last long. They're not even reaching the front line anymore, they're being shot from this area before reaching the front line of the US soldiers, and it's done. And then I zoom out, as you can see, usually quickly, just to get the idea of the pattern. You get the blood pattern and how the battle unfolded, and you can see it's almost like a crater they're in. So basically that's it. And for this first attempt of recording a voiceover, you can let me know what you think about it in the comments. And that's it. Thanks for watching.